Good morning, everyone. Good morning. 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 What a wonderful man. Half the month is already gone. Half the month is already gone. Well, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to all the IBOs around the world. Miss Caroline Baker, thank you so much for joining. Mr. Daryl Rancid up in Nashville, thank you so much for joining. Miss Dominic Young, our school teacher up there in Nashville, Tennessee. Mr. Julian Lewis, regional director out in San Diego with one of the fastest growing organizations of all of California. Miss Marcia Carter, good seeing you this morning. Mr. Jordan Say, good morning, sir. Good seeing you up there in Nashville. We missed you. Mr. Edmund Smith, thank you so much for being on the call today. Miss Walker, thank you so much. Mr. Payon out there in Japan, sir, good morning. I see your lovely wife, Miss Kahona. How you doing, young lady? Very nice, very nice, very nice. Good seeing you. All right, Miss Natasha Ismail, Regional Director in Fresno, thank you so much. Pat and Frank Bowman out in Elk Grove, California. You guys always look so good together. Wow, Miss Natalie, thank you so much in Vegas. Hey, Miss Joyce Brewer, thank you so much. Miss Evelyn Phibbs out in Fresno, another Regional Director. Miss Tracy Gilmore, part of the bakery organization. Sella up in Woodland. Thank you so much, California. That's a beautiful part of the California. Miss Belinda Batiste, I see you, young lady. Ha ha. Mr. Brian Big would say that. Ismael, ¿qué pasó, señor? All right. Buenos dias, buenos dias. Miss Castro, thank you so much down there in Phoenix, Arizona, joining us. Miss Pat Robinson in Oakland, California, thank you so much. Queen V in New York City. Somebody get a rope. Hey, no, it's kidding. Mr. Winston Herbert, good seeing you again, handsome young man. Marie, thank you for joining. Mrs. Robinson, thank you so much, part of the bakery organization. Ms. Zoe, part of the bakery organization. Oh, my God, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Regional Vice President, Mr. Brian Baker in Las Vegas. Thank you so much. Mr. Harold Gaston, thank you so much. Join us up in Nashville. And Mr. Freddie Sherman. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Feel like the Saints come marching in. Feel like the song, playing that song, the Saints come marching in. Well, good morning, everyone. Hey, we got a great call. You know, I sent a text out. I was trying to get a text out. My internet's been messing up on my regular line, but you guys all should know this anyway without me sending a text out. This is a third series of this month with Miss Jocelyn Driskill. Let me explain who she is for those that are new on the call, new IBOs. Oh, I'd like to give a shout out to all new IBOs that joined us on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And Friday happy hour was amazing. And Saturday leadership, oh my God. We're going to continue that. Y'all that missed it, Wednesday is going to be, you're going to get a glimpse of it Wednesday, some of the results of the leadership. Bring back some of that old school stuff. Man, it's going to be powerful on Wednesday. Our lineup this week, tomorrow, Mr. Dwight Williams be with us. Wednesday, Thursday, still back Thursday with Mr. Dean Torelli, and Friday, Mr. Nelson will be back with us. But however, today, this young lady is amazing, 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 amazing. She was a single mother. I don't want to tell her age. She told it before, but I don't want to say it. She fell in love with a gentleman by the name of Tony. He was a great guy. They got married. Sound like the Brady Bunch now. She had a hair salon prior to that. He was in the construction business. They collided, both of them. She retired from the hair salon business and helped him with the construction business. A beautiful family. She's a grandmother. She also enjoyed cooking in her backyard. And she's got that pizza oven in the backyard. I'm dying to come down. Lord have mercy. And she enjoys great wines. Not just white wine. I thought it was white, but she loves reds as well. So she has a gamma of wines. She's up at her place sometime up in Wyoming. She's also writing a book. She is an entrepreneur. She's a thought leader. We love her to death. She has always came through with some great information, and she's led by the man upstairs. That's right, the goat. So I love her dearly. She's just an amazing leader in our company. Without further ado, Regional Vice President Platinum, the great, the one and only, Miss Jocelyn Driskill. Let's show her some love, everybody. Let's show her some love.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Can you hear me just fine?
Absolutely.
Awesome, awesome.
Oh, wow, don't you look gorgeous this morning?
Thank you.
My Lord.
Well, you know, in our Monterey area, normally we're in the high 70s. It's been 90 something. And so the hair went up today. And in fact, we've been battling a wildfire down the road from us, started yesterday. So it was a little scary and sketchy, but with prayer and everybody working hard out there. They're getting it under control. So a lot of people had to be evacuated, and that's the season. So we just need to pray for people who are getting devastated by wildfires. So anyway, I am so excited to be here with all of you this morning. Brady Bunch. We don't have the 6 kids. Just, I love it. But Mr. Thomas, again, just kudos and just giving back to you for just being who you are. You're just a tremendous, the way your state of being is such a unique individual soul that you are. And I can't say enough. And again, as I said, no words to describe how we feel about you, and appreciate all that you do for everyone in ACN. So thank you so much. And thank you for having me back for the 3rd series. I had no idea all week what I was going to talk about. And I got an affirmation this morning that what I created just in 24 hours, because that's when it came to me. I got an affirmation this morning from a message I heard was I was exactly on track. So I'm excited to share this. You know, I'm going to always be authentically me and unapologetically me. And I really have it on my heart to continue sort of this journey I've been sharing, which is so many people come to me, so many ask me how I am where I am today in my life, in my business pursuits, how I even stepped into being able to write a book. And, you know, Mr. Thomas said it well, you know, the Lord has truly blessed my life, and that is because I've put him in the center. And there's just so much that he's unfolded to me. So today that we're going to talk about, it's called What Holds You Hostage? What holds you hostage? And you're going to see a video, and we're going to go over some things. And I hope that this message comes to someone. You know, again, it's not about hitting everyone, but there's someone here on this call that it will be a shift and a change for you. And Mr. Thomas, if you're okay letting me be as free as I can with my faith and what I'm ready to talk about, I'm excited to share. So let me share my screen here. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Gray. Okay. Thank you. So here we go. Get this technology stuff out of the way. And all right, so what's holding you hostage? I believe that so many of us, and I'm talking to myself as I've taken my journey, is what is holding you back? What has you under control and you feel out of control? Is it, you know, I wrote down things like doubt, worry, fear, I'm not good enough. Is it insecurities? Is it you don't have any peace in your life? I don't know what's holding you back from living in your greatness, but there is something, even though you may be a believer. And so I'm just going to preface this. Anyone who's not on here that isn't Christian based, I don't apologize, but I just say, just know this is my truth, and I'm bringing this across to you, to all of you, so that you understand the power of why my life is, why I feel so at peace at where I am and where I'm going, even though I'm not where I totally wanted to be yet. But it is what it's the journey, and it's embracing it, but it's also letting go of all of the things that hold us hostage. You know, men and women have it the same. It's just a matter of what it is for you, how you grew up. You know, I work every single day with individuals like all of you, and some of you are on this, and that I do work directly with, and I hear all the things that continue to follow you into your future that we just don't let go. And in my world, what truly released me from all that was a complete surrender. And that's another subject, and I might go into it a little bit as I go through here, is letting all the past go, because we let it define us. We let it follow us and hold us back to our greatness. So what is it that's holding you hostage? It's your mind. It is 100% your mind that then in turn makes your heart and your soul so unsettled. And we have to fix our mind. And that is what Mr. Thomas does so well. And all our mentors and coaches like Mr. Nelson and Dean Tiroli and all the amazing leaders here on this call that continue to work and help you work on your mind. Because when you change your mind, you absolutely change your life. And this is where it starts so that you can have a full 360 or full body experience in your life. See, living your best life, I don't want to get to the end of my life and find I live just the length of it. I want to live the width of it as well as possible. Living well, it's well. There's a song that I love so much. It's called "It Is Well With My Soul." How many of you want to live that kind of life where it's not just the length of your life, how many years you live, but you have truly expanded and lived the width of your life? Now I'm getting the chills, so I feel somebody is truly getting some message here and really starting to connect their mind to their heart. So I'm gonna go, and this is gonna be kind of a funny video, but I want you to see the truth in this video and the simplicity of what we need to do. Some of you have probably seen this video, but we need to watch it over and over again and remind ourselves what it is we need to do to first change and get really real with ourselves and moving forward.
Good, sir?
Yes, come in. I'm just washing my hands.
I'm Catherine Bigman. Janet Carlisle referred me.
Oh, yes. Still being buried alive in a box.
Yes. Yes, that's me. Should I lay down?
Oh, no, we don't do that anymore. Just have a seat. And let me tell you a bit about our billing. I charge $5 for the first 5 minutes, and then absolutely nothing after that. How does that sound?
That sounds great. Too good to be true, as a matter of fact.
Well, I can almost guarantee you that our session won't last the full 5 minutes. Now, we don't do any insurance billing, so you would either have to pay in cash or by check.
Wow, okay.
And I don't make change.
All right.
And go.
Go.
Well,
What?
tell me about the problem that you wish to address.
Oh, okay. Well, I have this fear of being buried alive in a box. I start thinking about being buried alive and I begin to panic.
Has anyone ever tried to bury you alive in a box?
No, but truly thinking about it does make my life horrible. I mean, I can't go through tunnels or be in an elevator or in a house, anything boxy.
So what you're saying is you're claustrophobic.
Yes, that's it.
All right, well, let's go, Catherine. I'm going to say 2 words to you right now. I want you to listen to them very, very carefully. Then I want you to take them out of the office with you and incorporate them into your life.
Well, shall I write them down?
Well, if it makes you comfortable, it's just 2 words. We find most people can remember them.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay, here they are. Stop it!
I'm sorry?
Stop it!
Stop it?
Yes, S-T-O-P, new word, I-T.
So, what are you saying?
You know, it's funny. I say 2 simple words, and I cannot tell you the amount of people who say exactly the same thing you're saying. I mean, this is not Yiddish, Catherine. This is English. Stop it.
So, I should just stop it.
There you go. I mean, you don't want to go through life being scared of being buried alive in a box, do you? I mean, that sounds frightening.
It is.
Then stop it.
I can't. I mean, it's been with me since childhood.
No, we don't go there. Just stop it.
So I should just stop being afraid of being buried alive in a box.
You got it. Good girl. Well, it's only been 3 minutes, so that will be $3.
Actually, I only have a 5, so.
Well, I don't make change.
Then I guess I'll take the full 5 minutes.
Fine. All right. Well, what other problems would you like to address?
I'm bulimic. I stick my fingers down my throat.
Stop it! Nut of some kind? Don't do that.
But I'm compelled to. My mom used to call me fatty.
No, we don't go there.
But I've been having this dream.
No, we don't go there either.
But my horoscope did say.
We definitely don't go there. Just stop it. What else?
Well, I have self-destructive relationships with men.
Stop it! You want to be with a man, don't you?
Yes.
Well, then stop it. Don't be such a big baby.
I wash my hands a lot.
That's all right.
It is?
I wash my hands all the time. There's a lot of germs out there. Yeah, don't worry about that one.
I'm afraid to drive.
Well, stop it! How are you going to get around? Get in the car and drive, you kook. Stop it!
You stop it! You stop it!
What's the problem, Kathy?
I don't like this. I don't like this therapy at all. You're just telling me to stop it.
And you don't like that?
No, I don't.
So you think we're moving too fast? Is that it?
Yes. Yes, I do.
All right, then let me give you 10 words that I think will clear everything up for you. You want to get a pad and a pencil for this one?
All right.
Are you ready? Mm-hmm. All right, here are the 10 words. Stop it or I'll bury you alive in a box!
All right, well, so of course we can get a great laugh at that, but there is so much truth behind what he just shared with her, just trying to get the point across to her to start getting out of her head and being aware of all the negativity that she is pouring over her life, the fear, the anxiety, all the worry and the doubt that she, insecurities that she is projecting out there that truly have kept her from living her best life. You guys, that video is so real and you should take it to heart, even as, Bob Newhart, right? Take it to heart, knowing that just moving on, because what do we need to do in our mind right now? If we're aware of the things that are holding us back, or we're not quite sure, one of the biggest things is we need to, hold on. Here we go. Oops. I got to go back to sharing here. My screen. There we go. Is stop it. Stop making excuses. Our excuses, like her fearing of being buried alive in a box. Now, I'm sure, that is extravagant, but I'm sure somebody feels that. But the excuses in our brain are holding us hostage. They're keeping us. Like leaders, you work with people every single day that give you this excuse and that excuse. And last week when I talked about our excuses are our absolute reasons why we are doing ACN. So we have to stop it. We have to stop making excuses over our lives, and so we can live that life well. See, this story is very, Gosh, it's a great story. It's about it's an old Indian, Cherokee Indian story about a young child talking to his grandfather and, you know, asking his grandfather about the two wolves, and the two wolves are the black wolf and the white wolf. And one is of darkness and despair and all of those excuses, the anxiety, the fear of what you were when you were a child, how somebody mistreated you, all those different things that still live inside of you are that dark and despaired wolf. The other one, the white wolf, is the other, which is light and hope, one that brings in the light, brings in the hope, that believes that they were created for more, that doesn't live in excuses, doesn't live in anxiety, doesn't live in fear. I'm not saying those aren't real. I'm just saying there is something you can do about it, and it starts here, because it's eating your soul, and it's eating your life, and it's eating you living that best life. And so the grandson asked his Cherokee grandfather, he says, well, which one wins? And it's always 100% the one you choose to feed. And I talk about choices a lot, especially with who I'm working with. And when I'm working with them, I keep telling them it's that one decision that you make that changes everything. Choices matter. Every choice you make matters. So are you going to choose to feed the darkness, the anxiety, the fear, the insecurities that I'm not good enough, if they can do it, but I can't do it? That's all not true. That is all not true. The truths are you were created unique, individually, and designed for greatness. This is the world here. This physical world is what put that darkness in you. But see, darkness doesn't put out darkness. Light puts out darkness. You must be that light in your family, that light in this world to crowd out that darkness that is eating people alive that you're surrounded with. Because yes, they're going to be in our life. Yes, we maybe start with darkness, but we can absolutely get that true light that was created inside of us back. And we must. How? By feeding your faith. See, faith is doing what you don't know is ahead of you. A faith walk is not about knowing what's ahead. You know, yes, you might have a goal for RVP. You should have a goal for SVP, but you have no clue on how you're going to get there. But some of you want to see every single step. See, I just connected with my light, and I stood my ground in my belief, and I centered my life around the Lord, and I just surrendered and let go of all the crap I kept putting on myself. And I fight it still every single day. I knock it out of my head. I knock it out of my heart. And guess what I do? When I have anything that starts enveloping in me, I laugh, because I know exactly where it's coming from. It's coming from that darkness that wants to creep back in. And I laugh and I go, I see you for what you are. And I'm going to keep walking no matter, because faith without works is dead. That is a biblical statement, but it's also when you walk in faith, it's not knowing those steps ahead. See, you got to believe that you are designed for greatness. You've got to believe that that your destiny is ahead of you, and you're just going to take those steps in faith without seeing the big picture. I believe, and I know for myself, if I saw some of the biggest things like writing a book ahead of me, I would have never stepped that first step because it's too scary. See, I wouldn't even have stepped the first step. And you guys heard me say this last week. I wouldn't have stepped foot into this destiny if I thought I had to talk in a room of people. That, again, that was a throw up moment for me, but that was something I put on myself. Like I told the person, my mentor that was helping us back then, I will never talk in front of a room. And she's like, great, you don't have to, I'll talk for you. Little did I know that my destiny was about talking in front of a room, and let alone being here with all of you, being given the opportunity and the blessing to be able to pour into all of you what I'm sharing today and other days, because Mr. Thomas has so much faith and trust in me. if I would have seen all this before I started walking, I wouldn't have taken one step back then. But I didn't allow my excuses to keep me moving forward and not worrying what the future held, just enjoying the journey. So you must feed your faith. That is the light. And whatever that looks like for you. See, I'm going to share a couple things, because when I said I was affirmed of what this message was going to be today, see, I normally share in a group that I have, and I'll share this at the end, the live feed for Pastor Furtick. He's out of North Carolina. And his message today was called, and I didn't do it yesterday. I didn't listen to it yesterday. I listened to it this morning because I was listening to Dr. Darius Daniels instead yesterday. And his message today, or yesterday, that I heard this morning was called, I Am Not What I Thought I Am. And one of the messages he put in there is he said, you can stop it with a thought. It starts with a thought. And those thoughts that you have, like she had in that video, have to change. So you must feed your faith, and you need to boss up your spirituality. This is where I come from. You can hear me or not hear me. You can do this or not do this. But I'm telling you, the reason I have what I have today is because I bossed up my spirituality. How I could feel comfortable in my skin and be on this call with you and stand in front of rooms, not let alone on a stage of 15,000 in an arena to talk to people. Yes, am I scared in the back of the stage to walk out front? That's just me. Yes, I am. I'm shaking. And my nerves are running, but if I'm not doing that, I'm not growing. You have to grow. In order to get into where you want to go, you must grow and get uncomfortable. See, where you're at is not comfortable. You've got to get uncomfortable. And I believe humility lives in those who still are, learning and growing and bossing up even when it's uncomfortable, because your next level can't come if you're not uncomfortable. God grows you in those things. You have to boss up your spirituality. You have to grow. I know Mr. Thomas is where he is today because he bossed up his spirituality years and years ago. Why he can do what he does for each and every one of us here every single day of the week. See, in order for him to have the strength to do that and be a dad and do all the other things, all his other, adventures and things that he has, his spirituality had to be bossed up because, see, a lot of us, our 24 hours are lived totally different. See, I live my 20, people go, how can you be here and there and do this and be here? And right after this, I have a workout with my personal trainer on Zoom. And then I got to pack, I'm getting on a plane and going to Wyoming for a month because I can work from anywhere. So next Monday, you're going to see me on the deck in Wyoming because I can be anywhere and do anything because I bossed up my spirituality. It's time to step up and boss that up, guys. I'm just telling you, it will change you. It will change your thinking. It'll start here and it will just overwhelm your soul to a place where that light, you will be that leader people want to follow because your light is so bright. Do you hear me? Your light needs to shine in this world of darkness, and it's time to take it over. I'm going to read this Dash poem, and many of you have heard it, because this is how you need to live. I read of a man who stood to speak at the funeral of a friend. He referred to the dates on her tombstone from the beginning to the end. He noted that first came the date of her birth and spoke the following date with tears. But he said what mattered most of all was the dash between those years. For that dash represents all the time that she spent alive on earth, and now only those who loved her know what that little line is worth. For it matters not how much we own, the cars, the house, the cash. What matters is how we live and love and how we spend our dash. How are you going to spend your dash? What do you want that dash to look like? Because I know you have a vision. And are you willing to walk in Godfidence? Because it's not confidence that I walk in every single day. It's Godfidence. I am, I have, I can, I will. Repeat it just silently if you want to. If you want to go out loud, let's go out loud. I am, I have, I can, I will. See, this is a powerful statement, and if you can speak that over your life every single day, I will tell you things will change. See, I run a group, and Mr. Thomas knows that, in fact, he was a part of this journey that Tony and I, especially me, took about 3 or 4 years ago called Kingdom Entrepreneur. And it was at the church that Mr. Thomas is a part of and has done many great things for that church, that pastor had launched an event called Kingdom Entrepreneur. And I know I was called there for an exact reason. Larry Raskin was there, Mr. Thomas was there, Mr. Brian Baker was there. So there are a few of us that were there and present for, I would say, something that doesn't happen very often. And I got 3 events in, and I knew 3 years ago I was to launch a WhatsApp group called Kingdom Entrepreneur to help. It's called, we look at it as the business mountain. There's 7 mountains of influence, and I'm not going to name them all, but one of them is the business mountain, and the enemy has taken it. That's how I see it. That's how, the pastor had seen it, and his whole goal was to help pastors and leaders help take that business mountain back for the kingdom. And if you're that person, and I know there's a few of you that are already a part of this group that I run, it's called Kingdom Entrepreneur. It's in WhatsApp, and it's a place of safety and joining together to be kingdom entrepreneurs, to pray for people. I can tell you, I've seen so many miracles happen on that feed. It's unbelievable and undeniable. We unite there. It's an open group. If you want to be a part of it, please reach out to me. I'm going to give you my direct phone number. It's 831-970-5581. And I'd be happy to add you. You can get to with Natasha as well. But it's a place that really is thriving and continuing to grow. And I just can tell you that where we're at today in our world with COVID and all those things that are happening, we got to step up. If you want to be a leader of change, I call it a change agent, and you want to impact the world, we got to be different than what the world is doing today. And we have to stop doing what the old ways of us were doing and saying and speaking over our lives. And we got to walk in this world of Godfidence and know that our hands are on a gift that is filled with so many blessings to bless the world. And we can't talk to a Jocelyn and Tony Driskill or a Natasha Ismail or a Mr. Thomas. Like, all of you should be looking for a Mr. Thomas right now for your business. But what's going to make Mr. Thomas attracted to you? You got to walk in faith, in Godfidence, and be that I am, I will, I have, and I will do it no matter what. And I will stop all this nonsense of self-talk of what people have maybe instilled in you, but you can't believe it anymore. You got to believe something different and embrace your destiny. Embrace your destiny. ACN will take you where you want to go. So where do you want to go? It's up to you. It's a choice. And stop. As Pastor Furtick said, I am not what I thought I was. And with that being said, Mr. Thomas, I wanted to bring you something impactful, not super long, but just to give a point across that hopefully put some drive, something inside someone that will change their next moves.
Wow. What you gave was so impactful. It's not about the length of the message. It's about the strength of the message. I'll say that again, everybody. It's not the length of the message. It's about the strength of the message. And that was a very strong message. What is holding you hostage? Wow. That video with Bob Newman, man, stop it. Some of y'all need to just stop it.
Stop it.
The 2 different wolves. Feed your faith. Boss up in your spiritual. Wow. Spirituality. Wow. Wow, you must get uncomfortable to grow. And I think so many people that's a challenge for so many of you to get uncomfortable, to grow. I mean, when you were saying that, I was thinking about, I moved out of my big place, my big house, and moved into my little condo just so I can get uncomfortable to grow. And I lived there, and I would not go back to my big house, 8,000 square. I would not go back there until I hit a certain goal. And I got uncomfortable. I had no furniture, no TV set. I had phones, and I had a bed, and I had 10 or 15 chairs for people to come over anytime, day or night, and make phone calls. I got uncomfortable. People were like, why would you live? Because I wanted to get uncomfortable. The problem was I knew I got comfortable. So many of y'all are sitting around the house. Like I tell you, I don't eat until I deserve to eat. Some of y'all just eating all throughout the day, and you ain't did jack to deserve it. Deserve it. Wow, come on, get uncomfortable, folks. Wow. God, confident. Oh my God, I am, I have, I can, and I will. Kingdom entrepreneurship, that brought back some memories.
Yes, good memories. And I will tell you, one of the things that happened for Tony and I, and a great advice is what you just said, which is you have to get small to get big. You must get small to get big, to grow big.
And so many people want the better things in life, but you're not willing to sacrifice being humble to get uncomfortable so you can get comfortable. So many of you think you're comfortable, and really you're not comfortable. You think you're comfortable, you're not really comfortable, but to you, you're comfortable, you know? But you got to get uncomfortable. And that's the problem. You know, we live in such a great country. And the beautiful thing about the blessings of like I said, I get up every morning thanking God. I can turn on the spigot, hot water, turn another one, cold water. You look, none of us live in Iraq or Iran where they've blown up the city and you don't know where your family's at. And you don't have these so you have so many luxuries. That's why we're so comfortable in the way we think about things. And our business is the same way. You know, if you only had 24 hours to live, and you had to go get 5 IBOs and 30 customer points, you get uncomfortable to make that happen. Mm-hmm. It's so true. Wow. Miss Jocelyn Driskill, can we give her a hand? Wow. One more. Come on, let's see. Let me look around here. Let's. Wow. Mr. Ryan Swallow, get uncomfortable. Come on now. Come on now. Mr. Professor Dave Carver, let's do it. Let's do it. Mr. Carter, I know you have the job there. Hey, get uncomfortable. Mr. Bill Bailey, good seeing you, superstar. Get uncomfortable. Some of y'all haven't got nobody on here. Get people on the call. Tomorrow morning, Mr. Dwight Williams. But not only that, but get uncomfortable. Miss Queen B, New York, come on. Pat Robinson, you're too comfortable. Miss Vaughn, come on, get uncomfortable. Zoe, come on, get uncomfortable. Mr. Tim, keep going, keep going. Francisco, come on. Mr. Lance, put some people in. Let's go, let's go, let's go. The Rose Guerrero and Chris King, let's close out them points before the month's out. You got to get uncomfortable. Miss Dominique Young, school teacher, come on, get uncomfortable. Mr. Robinson, come on. Celia, come on. Miss Castro, you got to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. And when you were talking about that story, it just lent credence to me thinking about, oh my God, people thought I lost my mind and moving to a little condo from my big house just to get uncomfortable.
Who cares what people think?
Right, they don't pay your bills.
Nope.
You know, matter of fact, let me tell you about your friends. They still talking about you. And you think they love you. They're talking behind your back like you have no idea. And you think you're doing good compared to what? You know, I remember the time we were doing this, we're in December, my first network marketing company, Excel. We're on the private jet. We're on the Gulfstream. We go around the bend to go park the Gulfstream at night. We landed in Florida. It's our last segment of the December before we all went home for the holidays. And we come around the corner to park the Gulfstream jet. And there's two jets, identical, Miss Driskill, his and hers jets, not cars, jets. And I said, oh my God, what a vulgar display of wealth. That's what I said. What a vulgar display of wealth. And not only that, it was his and hers matching jets. I mean, matching. They had a guard here, guard. On all four corners, they had a guard placed. And I got off ours because we parked right next to it. And I said, excuse me. I had to go find out whose that was. I mean, I was blown away. And I walked over. Mrs. Julian Lewis, yeah, I did. I said, a vulgar display of wealth. We're in a Gulfstream, right? But there's two matching, just like ours.
I love it.
And I went over and I said, excuse me. I told the guard because, you know, we pulled up next to it, to park right there next to the hangar. And I said, whose jet is that? I mean, his and hers? Are you kidding me? Who is that? Guess who it was? Let me tell you who it was. It was the president of Mexico's wife.
Wow.
The president of Mexico's wife, her and her girlfriends were in one jet. They came to the United States, to Miami, to do some shopping. The other jet was to take all the gifts back. One for the girls, one for the gifts.
Wow.
That was, I said, Lord have mercy. One for the girls, come on girls, hey, and one for the gifts. You know what, I'm gonna talk about, no, I can't do that, but I'm gonna tell you something. I have seen some things because of this network marketing industry. Some of you have no idea what it can give you as a blessing.
They don't.
Wednesday, I'm gonna come unglued a little bit on Wednesday on how to prospect. I'm gonna talk about that. And matter of fact, we're gonna do some things on Wednesday. But Miss Jocelyn Driskill, she just kept dropping it on us today. Kept dropping on us today. She dropped it so much. There was so much juice in this. I love the Bob Newhart. I love the two wolves. I love everything she did. Now, if you guys didn't get enough ammunition today to fill yourself up to go out and go get some people, something is wrong. You need a checkup from the neck up, as Mr. Jim Rome would say.
Yes.
Miss Driskill, God bless you. Thank you for what see, God placed that in the heart for y'all to get this blessing today. I just love her for that. So thank you once again. Thank you. We have you back next Monday again. But folks, don't let that stop you. Go back to the channel, Destiny International, and re-listen to this message over and over. And get your leaders on here and people who had to go to work today. They couldn't be on here. Have them go listen to it because there's so much power punch in this information today.
Guys, you got to be the Don King of your business. Nobody else will. You have to promote this business, these leaderships, all the events that are available. Don King it. Don King it.
I love it. Everybody have a blessed day. We'll be back tomorrow morning, but God bless you, Mr. Jocelyn Driskill. Thank you so much. God bless everybody, and go do something today in your business. God bless. Wow. Mwah.
Mwah.
Wow.